Hello everyone, today we are solving smallest range covering elements from k-list. So in this problem we are given k-list sorted in non-decreasing order and we need to find the smallest range such that in that range at least one number appears from each of the k-list. And this is the definition of how we can check that our range is smaller than the other. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are first quickly going to check our what we are thinking on this example one. So yeah, this is our example one. So the very first thing that comes to my mind is I should be taking the smallest element from all the k list. That is, I will take 4, 0 and 5. So my 0, 4, 5, I will sort them basically, yeah. And I'll take the range out of the very first numbers from each of the list. So I'll have 0, 4, 5 now. I'll take the max minus minimum, so that is 5. So originally I have now 5 as my answer. The range is 0 and 5. Okay, now what I'll do is I will see what is the minimum out of those values. So 0 is the minimum. I will iterate from 0 to 9. In that case, now my those three numbers will become 4, 5 and 9. Okay, why we are moving the 0? Because we have to sequentially increase our, basically we are doing the sliding window. We have to iterate over all possible lists that can be made such that I have one element from all the k lists. Yeah, so now it becomes 4, 5 and 9. So the difference between 4 and 5 is 5 again. So I will go with the previous one because as stated the definition of the smallest range. Similarly, after 4, 9, 5, the smallest one is 4. Now I will move from 4 to 10. So now I will have 5, 9 and 10 as my list, and now I will check the difference 5, and based on the condition that whether it is valid or not. So as of now we have 5 as a difference, so we have to reach less than difference in order to find a new candidature for answer. So yeah, now I have 5, 9 and 8. So now 5 1 will move one by one, so here I will move to 18. So now I have 9, 8, 9, 10 and 18. So the difference is 9. So we already have a better answer. Now I'll move the ninth one because ninth is my, how I'm going to do this I will quickly show when I'll show you the code. So from 9 we'll move to 12. Now I have 10, 12 and 18. Similarly, in 10 one I will move to next. So after I move from 10 it should be 15. Yeah, right. Yeah, so it is 15, 12 and 18. So yeah, now I have 12, 15 and 18. Okay, so then I move from 12, I am here, I move to 20. So it will be now 15, 18 and 20. Then minimum is 15 again, 15 I move to 24. Now I have 18, 20, 24. Now the minimum one is 18 and 18 is here. I move here, it becomes 22. So now this is what our answer. Finally, as in stated in example, so now I have the difference between maximum and minimum is 4, which is less than what originally we got, that was 5. So now this is a new candidature for answer 20, 22 and 24. And if any point of time I reach at a point that I can't move forward, I will simply move out of my, basically the loop in which I'm doing the answer. So yeah, this is now 20 to 24 is my answer. So yeah, this was the basically the idea. Now quickly jump to the code part. So what we're going to do is we're going to maintain a priority queue. Inside the priority queue, what I will be storing is I will store that number when I will iterate over the nums dot size, and I will quickly capture the very first element of all the k list. So in that I will have the first element, their row and their column, because eventually what I need to do is I have to move a row and column in which I have currently. So I created the minimum and min left and min right in order to store my A and B, so that I have the control over the current range I have. And MA is basically my maximum value that I have, because I will be getting the minimum value from the priority cube. I also need to take track of the maximum value that I have. So I will take current sequentially update my MA with every operation I do, and also an answer that we want for the difference. So I iterated over the while loop. Inside the while loop, what I did, I basically compared my answer with my maximum element that I have and the minimum element from the priority queue. I'll check the difference in answer, that if my answer is less than the difference of minimum right minus minimum left, I will update my answers. Okay, now yeah, so since I have the control over my row and column, I will quickly check that if moving one in column does not reach out of bounds. So I have to check that. If that's the case, I will break out of my while loop. Otherwise, what I'll do is I will pop the smallest element in that row and add the another element, which is just the call plus one, the next column element, and also compare the max value. So this is all the over operation that is being going on. And finally, I will return the minimum L and minimum right in that range. So yeah, this was all for this question. If you have any query, do comment it out and subscribe for more daily content. Thank you.